Blessings, beloveds. I'm here today to talk about desire and sex. Desire is something that is thought typically to hold us back or enslave us or keep us from reaching our dreams. When in reality, desire is the very thing to follow your heart's truest desire, is the very thing you need to do in order to fulfill yourself, to reach your dreams and desires. When we suppress our desires, we are telling ourselves that we are not worthy of what we want. When we just try to push it away, like, oh no, oh no, oh no, we're pushing ourselves away, essentially. We have a belief ingrained in us that we have to go around and make things hard on ourselves. And that in order to get what we want, it has to be hard. And we have to suffer. And that, my friends, is an outdated concept. When in reality, if we just reach for our desires, that's the key to unlocking. The Devil card in tarot. Let me see if I have it. Intermission. Short intermission. Okay, I'm not sure exactly where it is, but essentially, if you look up a picture of the Devil card, it's like temptation, and it's a picture of a guy going, no. But really, he has the key. The key to his heart, there's a keyhole, and he's saying no to the key to unlock his heart. So our desires are the keys to our hearts. And in society, we're taught, no, that's bad, especially sex. We're taught that sex is bad and that you are not to desire sex. You are not to desire sex. And then that repression of our sexual desires leads to us storing guilt and shame. And then sex becomes something that you want so bad because, of course, naturally you want to have sex. It is the seed of creation. It is what creates life. And then it becomes this thing that you do behind closed doors that's bad and shameful. But then you're like, oh, but it feels so good. Like, why do I want it? And it's a outdated manipulation so that we can feel guilty, and then industries profit off of us, like the porn industry, or even just like industries that advertise like very subtle trying to think how to put it into words. Very subtle energy of very subtle sexual energy, like when you so anyways, acting upon your sexual desire is not bad. Acting upon your desire for intimacy is not bad, and it doesn't always have to lead to sex. Sex is very sacred and should be honored and not shared with just anyone. But at the same time, embodying your sexuality, dancing in a sexual way, owning your own sexuality is another way that you can express your sexual desires. Massaging people is a way that you can express your sexual desires or just a desire for intimacy. Right? Like, when we repress our sexuality so much and then we think like we only touch people that we have sex with, and then it's like we're like in so much need for physical touch and we're starving for physical touch because it's a human need that you need like every single day. We're babies here. You don't leave a baby alone all day without touching it. And then we like think that it's bad to experience pleasure, like, or we think that, you know, when you're getting a massage and you're like, oh, I feel so good, that you're bad for doing that, or that you want to have sex immediately, like just jumping to the conclusion of wanting to have sex. And it's not that. And if we weren't so suppressed as sexuality, then we wouldn't be starving for this. Like, if we normalized sexuality and introduced it in a more common way, then it wouldn't be such a big deal when you're massaging someone and then it leads to one thing or another, and then you're like, oh, do you want to have sex? And they're like, no. And then it's like, okay, that's okay, sis, no worries. So yeah, don't repress your sexual desire, because it's not bad to desire sex.